As we've seen with previous Smash games, balancing an extensive cast with a large variety of characters is an extremely challenging job. With Smash 4 having over 50 characters, balance patches throughout the game's lifespan become a necessity. Update 1.1.6 was the 13th and most recent balance change, but as the developers continue to watch 4 Glory results and live tournaments, who knows if it'll be the last. But for now, it's time to count down the top 5 worst characters in Smash 4 once again. Holding down the number 5 spot from the last countdown is Ganondorf. Now I know a lot of Smashers feel that Ganon should be ranked higher, but let's be honest, his damage and knockback is insane, but his recovery is straight booty, and not the nice kind of booty that makes you stop and stare. I'm talking about Plumber's Crack level booty. Yes, Zero ranked Raycom as the best Ganondorf in the world, and I won't deny that he's amazing with the character, but Raycom actually plays in my region at my tournaments, so I see his high level Ganon play all the time, and while it is phenomenal, there are 50 plus characters that when played at a high level are still way better than Ganondorf. Now although Charizard is my second main after Rosalina, this Lizardon definitely got the short end of the stick. Despite getting some major buffs to his up and down throw about a year back, making them kill and combo moves respectively, his weight, ball speed, and overall size make him an easy target for big combos. While he does have a few super armor moves to power through the attacks, the startup and end lag is pretty generous, making them easy to avoid and even easier to punish. Although Charizard is much better off in the recovery department compared to Ganondorf, the lack of low percent combos and his ability to get comboed extremely well put our dragon friend at number 4. Grabbing the middle spot at number 3 is King Dedede. Although he never ranked so low in previous patches, Dedede really hasn't been seeing any buffs where other characters are. He has one of the worst air speeds in the entire game, really slow aerials apart from neutral air, and an extremely situational dash attack to say the least. His Waddle Dees from Brawl, which were useful for blocking attacks and projectiles, were changed to Gordos, which can easily be reflected by a light attack or another projectile. His recovery grants him super armor and a meteor smash effect, however it's very easily telegraphed and there's plenty of time to shield or just avoid his landing and then punish. Now there are a lot of mixed opinions on whether or not Mii fighters should be included on tier lists, and if they are, it's usually based on how they perform with default special moves. Unfortunately, the Mii Gunner's default special moves are terrible for the most part. In fact, the only good moves that the Gunner really has are up air, up smash, and forward smash, and those are basically just kill moves. The rest of the moveset doesn't really have much combo potential due to the Mii Gunner's slow speed, and there isn't enough range or damage to make up for the Gunner's lack of mobility. Our runner-up this time is another returning character from the previous top 5 worst, Princess Zelda. I know I've already made the joke about her not being able to transform into Sheik anymore, but let's be honest, that was really the best thing she had going for her in previous games. This time around, she was given a pretty strong arsenal of moves, like the explosion on her up special and Din's Fire. However, she lacks the movement and attack speed needed to really capitalize on her moveset. Her aerials all have quite a bit of ending and landing lag, and despite the sweet spots on forward and back air, they're basically unsafe in every situation unless you actually hit the 1 frame sweet spot. She has very few safe moves, poking tools, and kill options. Overall, the main issue with Zelda is that she's equipped with some ridiculously strong moves, but you have to be extremely careful and precise to make them work in the few opportunities that you have. Simply put, it's just way too much risk for such a small potential reward. And finally, the moment that you've been waiting for, maybe even since the first video when I said Samus was the worst character in the game. But as of balance patch 1.1.6, the number 1 worst character in Smash 4 is Jigglypuff. Compared to all the other Smash games, Jigglypuff has been ridiculously nerfed. Ironically, a majority of her moveset now has too much knockback, making it extremely hard to string combos together. Moves like back air, which were once used to carry enemies off stage and into the blast zone, are now simply kill moves at high percent. Yeah, she does have a great recovery, but almost every character in Smash 4 has a great recovery, and Jigglypuff's is pretty predictable and easy to punish now. On top of that, because Jigglypuff is so light, she gets KO'd super easily, and the cherry on top of the cake, Jigglypuff is the only character who instantly dies when their shield is broken. And that's the top 5 worst characters in Smash 4. as of Balance Patch 1.1.6. But what do you think? Let me know your top 5 in the comments below, and feel free to suggest other topics for the top 5 series. If you want to see more of my countdowns, then click the top video on your screen. If you want to check out my subscriber replay series, then click the bottom video. And if you can't see the annotations, all of the links are in the video description below. I'm MemeG Smash Central, thanks for watching all the way until the end, and happy smashing!